Hi, my name's Peter Jenkins. I'm currently the Director of Mathematics at Brisbane Girls Grammar School.
My name's Greg Bland. I'm a senior school teacher at Toowoomba Grammar School. Well, Pearson and the authors are doing a number of strategies to support teachers in the new syllabus and in our publications.
Pearson will be publishing student textbooks and accompanying ebooks for Year 11 and 12 general mathematics, mathematical methods and specialist mathematics. There'll also be additional exam preparation workbooks for each of these three courses. The authoring team has used the time allocation specified in the syllabus documents as a guide to the overall expected depth and breadth of the topics. We've also regularly checked in with the QCAA directly whenever there's been an element of uncertainty with some aspect of the syllabus.
Not only that, but we're making sure that we review all of the questions and all of the worked examples with at least 2 senior school mathematics teachers to ensure all the content is correct and relevant and the explanations are easy to understand.
All of our exercise questions have been explicitly tagged using the QCAA classification of levels of difficulty, that is simple familiar, complex familiar and complex unfamiliar. This is to ensure that students are exposed to problems covering the range of initiative and complexity.
The authors and the publisher have done everything that we possibly can to make it a smooth transition to the new syllabus through our textbooks. So Pearson and the authors have been auditing the old syllabus compared to the new syllabus, and they'll be providing an in-depth table of the various differences between the 2 syllabuses. Each title will contain a detailed teaching plan which contains information about the content and exercises to be covered, including the time that would be required to complete internal assessment as well. It includes the features that teachers have told us that they really like set out in units and weekly sections, such as formulas to be covered, syllabus links, direct links to digital interactives and to the ebook also, making it really easy for teachers and students to know where everything is in the book. This is the most significant change to teaching in Queensland for a number of decades. And I think we can first of all start to look at what other states do to prepare their students for high stakes examinations. I mean, one of the most common techniques is to run practice tests, of course, at the end of every semester and also at the end of every year, so you're actually testing year-long content. Obviously providing regular practice tests, practice sessions, regular review questions, making time for reviewing past topics also when in the lead up to examinations is another really important one. Well, the Pearson range of senior mathematics textbooks is going to contain sample exams at the end of Units 1 and Units 3 and also sample exams that cover the whole year at the end of Units 2 and Units 4. So that's obviously excellent preparation material for the students to access.
We've also designed all our chapter reviews and exam reviews to mimic that standard distribution of 60% simple familiar, 20% complex familiar and 20% complex unfamiliar, which is what will be the case in both the internal and external exams. Finally, additional support is provided via the exam preparation workbook. This workbook was constructed very carefully to guide students through a sequence of steps and build their confidence leading into the external exams. We've been listening to what teachers have been telling us that they need, and so all of our exercises have included questions that specifically can be solved without the use of technology. These questions have a technology-free icon placed next to them so that students can easily identify them, and they also cover the range of difficulty level as well. So they're ideal for students to practice these non-calculator skills and prepare for the examination 1, which is non-calculator. These technology-free questions also occur throughout the chapter reviews and additional teacher resources. Given that the external exams for both mathematical methods and specialist mathematics contain both a technology-free and a technology-active paper, all of our exercises for these courses contain questions that are specifically marked as technology-free, but there are also many questions that require the use of technology in order to fully solve. They demonstrate when a graphics calculator would be appropriate to be used to solve a problem, and also demonstrates strategies for students to evaluate the reasonableness of solutions. Many teachers have told us that they would like support for the internal assessment items, and yes, we will be providing that. Specifically, we'll be providing problem solving and modelling tasks for both Year 11 and Year 12 with sample solutions.
We've got teacher support material, including work solutions for the internal and external assessment items. And we've also got the structure of the textbook, which is really good in supporting students as they learn their way through the course, and not only material that addresses the current chapter and the current learning, but also previous learning as well.
Examinations, semester examinations for units 1 to 4, again with sample solutions. And finally, additional question banks for every single chapter with fully worked solutions for every question in those.
The textbooks contain a detailed curriculum plan, a teaching plan for the teachers to use, clear explanations and work solutions across the various levels of difficulty, from simple familiar through to complex unfamiliar. Fully worked solutions that teachers and students can have access to, teacher support material.
A great deal of care was taken with these work solutions to ensure that they demonstrate appropriate communication, and so students can use them as exemplars.
Just the general structure of the book is structured in such a way that it's easy for students to access. They've got review questions that they can do regardless of where they are in the course, and the work solutions are all available in the ebook for the students to access as well. Well, obviously we've been listening to what teachers in Queensland have been saying. We know that they're very concerned with syllabus mapping. We know that they want a product that's actually mirrored very close to the language of the syllabus, for example, and that uses things like cognitive verbs, which are very important in the new syllabus as well. So the authors have been very conscious of this, and we've been trying to use, wherever appropriate, use the same terminology, the same symbols, the same vocabulary that's used in the syllabus in our textbooks.